So, cooking lots of rice because tomorrow is my refeed day, so I get half a cup with every single meal. So this is happening right now, sending in the entry form for Kansas City All-Stars, making everything real. Here we go. It's legit. I am going to practice some posing this morning. I'm still feeling a little bit sick. Actually in line for Starbucks right now. And then meeting my friend at the gym, and we're gonna go up and pose together. She's my teammate, so should be a good time. How cute are these Starbucks cups? They're ready for fall. So I don't know what this was, but just a little pre-posing before we actually started practicing in my old suit that I wore for my first show. What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about things that I wish I knew before I did my first bikini competition. First off, I got into competing when I first started my Instagram account. I saw a picture of Michelle Lewin and I started really looking into her photos and everything, and I saw that she competed in bikini competitions before. And then I saw pictures of Ashley Kaltwasser and India Paulino. I just thought it was so cool, and I looked more into what competing was all about, and I finally just decided to dive right into one. I did a video already on how much doing a show can cost about a couple vlogs back, so you can always check that out to see what all goes into doing a bikini competition. But growing up, I've always been an athlete and always been a very competitive person, especially when it comes to sports. After college, I needed to find something that I could do to compete that not necessarily only involved fitness, because I've been working in the gym industry after I graduated college for a couple years. And when I found out about competing in these bikini competitions, I was like, wow, that's a way for me to be competitive and be an athlete again, and now I just love it. Still new to the sport, but I feel like I have learned a few things along the way since starting back in January for my very first prep. But anyways, gonna dive right into number one here. The first thing that I wished I would have done was to do my research on looking for a coach. When you're looking for a coach, for me personally, I want to have a coach that is hands-on, that can answer any question that I have, whether it be about nutrition or workouts, a certain exercise, how much water should I be drinking each day, and doing meal timing, like how many hours apart should meals be, what should I be eating, things like that. And so now I am a part of Team Pro Formations. My coaches are Robert and Molly Wickman, and I love their coaching style, their methods. Molly helps out with our posing, and Robert does all my diet plan and workouts, and I have great teammates. I actually have one of my teammates that we work out at the gym, and we go to posing sessions together, so that's always awesome to have, you know, other people's support that aren't necessarily competing against you, but I mean, you're all still competing together, but it's always nice to have somebody there with you to support you along throughout your prep. That's the kind of things that I look for, or looked for when I was looking for a new coach. Just contact a bunch of different coaches and teams and see what their style is. Look at progress photos of other teammates that are a part of that team, and search different costs and things like that for coaches. Figure out what's going to fit your budget, what's going to benefit you the most. Most importantly, figure out if, you know, they're available for you to ask questions and that they have a timely manner of responding. So if you ask them like, oh, how quick are you about responding? And they'll say, you know, I'll respond to you within 24 hours. That's a good coach right there. You want somebody that's going to be hands-on and that can help you out all along throughout your entire prep. Number 2, what I recommend is to choose doing a local show first. I'm actually from Georgia, and I chose to do my very first bikini competition in Indiana. I have no idea why. I was living in Missouri, well, I still am, but I guess I didn't realize there are shows in Missouri, and the first thing that I saw was, oh, there's one in Indiana that's only a 6-hour drive from here, and I jumped right into it. Had a 12-week prep, did a If It Fits Your Macros prep with my first coach that I had. I wasn't as lean as I probably could have been for my first show, but nobody is ever at the peak of their physique with their first show. Only a handful win their very first shows or even place in their very first shows. For me, not even being from Indiana, that kind of hurt my placing as well, because the sport can be very political and very subjective. You don't even have to do an NPC show to start with. There's smaller local shows that you can do just to get a feel for how a bigger show would be. So it's just a little way to get your feet wet. Don't go into it expecting a lot. I didn't go in expecting to place at my very first show. I just wanted to do it to prove to myself that I could do it and to have the confidence doing it. And I did, and I thought that it was awesome. I loved being on stage, and for somebody that would always wear hoodies and sweatshirts to the gym, to be up on a stage barely wearing anything but that little bedazzled bikini, that was a huge, huge thing for me. And so that was a win within itself. That was a prize for me. Number 3, go watch a show. Before you even do one that's local, before you even do an NPC show, go watch one, be in the audience, be a part of the audience, see how one is ran, see what the girls are doing, no matter what division you want to do, whether it's figure, bikini, watch what the girls do, how do they look. Practice more on posing. I was super new to posing. I didn't really know what I was doing at all. Not very flowy. My arms were like robotic. Always good experience to go with a coach that knows posing. I've learned from a few different coaches, and I appreciate them all for teaching me different techniques with posing, and I've kind of used them all to go with the posing routine that I have now and tweaking little things, being more confident with it. It's always good to practice when you start your prep, because the earlier you start practicing, the more and more confident you're going to get with it, the better it's going to look, and the more you're going to feel good about yourself on stage when you are doing your posing routine. I wish I had a longer prep to get ready for my first show. Doing my first show, I did a 12-week prep, and although 12 weeks is pretty long, I don't think it was long enough for me to lean out as much as I should have. Those are just a few things that I wish I had known before I did my first competition. Glad that I did those 2 shows, because now I have the experience about it, and that's kind of why I'm doing this whole 3rd Times the Charm bikini series vlog, because this is going to be my 3rd show, and I feel like I'm coming in way more confident than my first 2 with a better package, a better look for myself that I worked hard for, great team, great coaches, and I'm feeling really good, and I cannot wait to step on stage in those 6 weeks. I hope those tips helped you out. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. It's almost Halloween. Reese's Pumpkins. I wish I could have these. You know, the funny thing is that I bought these, but I buy them for my boyfriend to eat. And I'm 6 weeks out.